We're back with another episode. We're back with another episode of It Says. And how are you guys doing? I hope you guys had an amazing last week, and you're definitely gonna have an amazing this week. And yeah, so how was my week? Honestly, y'all, I've been being mad boring. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Number one, in New York City, you gotta be vaccinated to go out. That's number one. That's probably number fucking one. I still haven't got vaccinated. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I don't feel like I'm an anti-vaxxer. You know, I don't give a fuck if you get vaccinated or not. Like, if you got vaccinated, I fuck with you still, period, per. If you don't get vaccinated, I also don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. For me, like, somebody asked me, because one of my cousins had to get vaccinated. She works for the schools, public schools, and as you guys know, I think like 3 weeks ago or something, 3 or 4 weeks ago, all New York City teachers were required to get the vaccine, mandated to get the vaccine. So she works for the public school, so she wrote me and she was like, did you get the vaccine yet? And I was like, no. And she was like, why? I was just like, honestly, I'm just not pressed to get it. Like, I'm just not pressed. And I told her, though, I was like, if my job required it, I would, you know. And what else? I feel like maybe with traveling, I would do it. Not maybe, I probably would, because I'm gonna eventually want to go somewhere, like, you know what I'm saying, like out the country, like, or, you know, even in the country. Like, if they was like, your ass gotta stay in your city if you don't get the vaccine, I'm probably gonna get the shit. But I just haven't been pressed to get it. And then, like, my mother was trying to force me to get it, and I didn't like that shit. But she was doing it because somebody in my family actually is like really, really sick from it, and they were not vaccinated. And I was really mad because, all right, I get it. I don't even like talking about the vaccine. I really don't. I don't like talking about COVID. I just don't. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like to be forced to do anything. And then I just don't like when, like, it's family or friends, like, trying to push something on me. Like, don't do that, because before the vaccine came out, niggas wasn't pushing shit on people. Like, that shit is wild crazy. That's just the same way as, like, when Christians try to push Christianity on people, or Jehovah's Witnesses do that shit. Like don't push nothing on nobody. And I get, like, people trying to say, like, oh, but you're helping to prevent the spread, but the people who got the vaccine are getting it as well. So it's just like, but they're like, oh, but you could die from it. But that, God forbid, that's those people's choice if they don't want to do it. I just don't like feeling like somebody's pressuring me to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that. I'm not trying to be extra, but that's forced. Like, nobody likes to be forced to do anything. I just don't like the pressure of it all. I'm just not in the mood to get it, and we'll talk about that later on in the podcast. Not in this episode, but just later on down the line. I might eventually get it one day. Just not today. I think I said that. I think I might consider doing it in 2022. It did get FDA approved, which is cute. But I don't know. I'm not in the mood. Like, I'm just not in the mood. Like, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want no beef. I don't want no. I get scared. You know, I get scared. I wear my mask though and stuff. And clearly I go to work and I come home. I'm a boring ass bitch, apparently. I can't go nowhere. They don't even let people who not vaccinated go no fucking where. So, bitch. And I don't want no fake card. I had one of the fake vaccine at one point, but it's given very much the feds know. And they giving out $10,000 fines. I can't afford that. So, yeah, I've been very in the house. Not doing much. Very unbothered. And I'm very, like, in a mode lately too where I kind of like, and I feel bad because we just experienced COVID, but I'm in a mode where I kind of just want to be very self-reflecting, very, like, to myself. Like, I really want to be by myself. Like, I don't know why. And it's not depression or anxiety. I need to write that down as an episode. Like, no, for real. but I know it's borderline dangerous. But we need to talk about that, because a lot of niggas be like throwing that word out or throwing it on you. And oh my god, I could tell you motherfucking stories, bitch. But not everything is depression and anxiety. Like, niggas be like, oh, this person don't want to leave the house, this person don't want to do nothing, they must be depressed. It's not. Like, niggas ain't backed up, that's why they don't want to leave the house. Niggas are scared of the Delta variant, that's why they don't want to leave the house. Motherfuckers don't got no money, that's why they don't want to leave the house. Motherfuckers is saving up for something, that's why they don't want to leave the house. Okay, it don't be as deep as motherfuckers be trying to make it sometimes. Like, that shit really irks me. Like, another thing my mother did, my mother getting on my nerves this week apparently, but I remember when I wasn't working, I would go to bed late. Duh. Like, why wouldn't I go to bed late? Because I don't have a fucking job. So I would go to bed mad late, be up lit as a motherfucker, gang, gang, gang. My husband used to be asleep. I used to be in the living room watching TV, cleaning up, doing the dumbest shit ever, because I used to sleep all day, be up all night, just till like 2, 3 a.m. She was like, oh, you're dealing with depression, anxiety, da 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 da. And I'm like, she could be right. I don't know, bitch. As soon as my black ass got a job, I be going to bed at 9:30. So sometimes it's like, don't let people try to throw depression and anxiety and all this shit on you. Like, stop letting people throw that shit on you, because you'll start to believe it. And sometimes it just be the simplest things. Sometimes, don't quote me though. I don't want, I do have a strong belief that if you wear that and you want to be that and you keep talking about it, you gonna become it. I really do believe that. I really do believe that. But it just goes to show though, sometimes shit is not what we making it. Like, people be wanting to make shit out of you and create things from you, like, oh my god, am I depressed because I don't go to bed? No, bitch, you don't have nothing to do. That's why your ass don't go to bed at night. You don't have no reason to be up early in the morning. That's why your ass is up. You don't have a job. You're unemployed. The fuck? Like, you don't have no hobbies. Just, bitch, go get a hobby. Like, that's really what it was. Now I go to bed early every day. Wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. Up bright and early, bitch. Because I have something to wake up to in the morning. Like, so I just, you know, don't let people be throwing depression and anxiety on your ass. Like, sometimes it just don't be that. Sometimes people just be getting on your fucking nerves and you want to stay home. And some people could say it as a social anxiety issue. It's not. As you get older, certain shit is not easy for you to deal with. Like, certain shit, it's not even not easy. I don't even like that term. It's just, you just don't want to deal with it. Like, why? Why? Why am I putting myself in a situation where I know I might get annoyed? Does it make sense? You know what I'm saying? So, that's just me, you know, random as fuck. Because I know, like, a lot of people like to, like, throw those things, or like, oh my god, like a lot of things too. When you get a relationship, bitch, forget about it. Oh my gosh, I'm telling her she can't leave the house. No, this nigga not. I don't want to go nowhere. On my days, if I want to be in a house, cooped up, laid up, filming Brit says, bitch. That's it. Editing. That's all I want to do. Like, period. Eating. I want to eat now. I'm fucking hungry. And I already ate. Like, that's it. It's nothing more, nothing less. Stop. Some of y'all need to stop for real. Like, should be irking me. Like, motherfuckers be making up shit. And even us as friends, like, oh, I haven't spoken. And sometimes we be right, though. Sometimes we be right. Because I remember I haven't, some people I didn't speak to in mad long. Or they wasn't posting on social media like that. And then when I hit them up, it was like, yeah, I was just going through some stuff. And I was like, all right, bitch. Not me whispering. So sometimes, yeah, sometimes they might really be dealing with something. And that's why they don't want to be around people. Or whatever. Oh, now it's making me like, I'm not dealing, well, bitch, technically. It's so much shit that's gonna pop about the woodworks, but, some things, you know, you gotta know your peoples, you know. I have been in those instances, though, where I had hit people up and I was like, you know, you good, mamas? Like, or I never hit them up and they finally post something. I was like, dang, bitch, you ain't posted mad long. I was like, bitch. She was like, yeah, I was going through some shit. I just need some time. And even if you need some time, people take social media breaks and they need time. It doesn't mean they're depressed per se. They just need time. Sometimes I want to take a break from social media too, but I don't. And it's just like you just want it because you feel like it's a good thing to do. But I mean, you know, I just don't like when people do that, because people do. I remember one of my friends did that too before to me, because I wasn't answering her phone call for like maybe a week. But I was working and I had all these deadlines and these projects, and I was drained. I was drained. But this bitch, I had hit her up and said something. I had sent her a text message. All right, I'm gonna tell you the story, but is it gonna make sense? Okay, so my friend, she's the type of person, like, wherever she goes, she loves talking to people, but like talking a lot. Like, sometimes you go somewhere, you can be like, hey, what's up? Like, she'll talk to anybody. Like, she'll talk to the person at the register, like anybody. Like, she loves yap, yappity, yap, yap. Like, she loves talking, like, for no reason, about nonsense or whatever. So at the time, I was a visual manager at Forever 21, and I remember she would always tell her friends, like, yeah, she worked at Forever 21, she a visual manager. Like, she would always tell her friends that. And just so happened, somebody, she lived in Syracuse, so just so happened, I thought it was so odd that a visual manager from Syracuse had added me as a friend on LinkedIn. So I thought, and I had, around the time I had the job for like a month or something, maybe. So I'm like, Isha, I had hit her up a month or two. I had hit her up like, Isha, you told somebody in Syracuse that I was a visual manager or something or whatever. Like, somebody in Syracuse that I was a visual manager. I forgot like what I said specifically. Like, I don't remember, but it was something up that realm. It was probably just that. So because I wasn't answering her phone calls for a week, she was like, somebody had her phone next to them, and you know how like the message pop up, either on an iPhone you could put it where the message don't pop up, or you could put it where you could actually see the message. Hers was where you could see the message. So then she was like, her coworker read the message like, oh, Brittany said, did you tell somebody in Syracuse that that she was a visual manager or whatever in New York City? And then she was like, oh, don't listen to her, she got mental health issues. Like, basically saying like, oh, she dealing with some shit because I was answering your phone calls. Just because, bitch, I ain't answering your motherfucking phone calls don't mean I'm going through some mental health issues, bitch. Like, that's what the type of shit I be talking about. Like, people just be creating storylines about you. Like, how you gonna say, like, you literally labeled me as somebody with a mental health issue. Well, bitch, people got mental health issues. But for you to really label me as crazy because I didn't want to answer your phone calls is fucking nuts. Like, y'all gotta think about the shit, like, motherfuckers say. Like, think about it. Is this camera, y'all know that TikTok, is this camera on me? You know, with the R. Kelly thing? I don't know, I'm saying it wrong, but people really be making shit the fuck up in their head, like, cause I didn't answer your phone calls though. And then when I finally spoke to her, I was like, did you get my message about that? Da 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 da. And she was like, oh, I remember that. And she told me, she was like, I told her to listen to that. She got mental health issues. I was like, what? And then I was like, bitch, somebody from Syracuse asked me my friend on LinkedIn, and I think the person messaged me too. I don't know why, and I just thought it was odd. And she was like, what? For real? And she's very like conspiracy theory like, and she was like, I ain't talked to nobody at Forever 21 in Syracuse. Why the fuck somebody hit you up? That's mad weird. Like, then she started being on her conspiracy theory shit. I was like, yeah, deadass, I can show you. Like, so I thought like maybe you went in there and you was telling them like, oh, my friend Brittany Lingard, she's a visual manager at the location in Long Island, blah, blah, blah. Like, I thought she went in there and was talking and was like, yeah, add her as a friend. Because she's really like that. Like, she would deadass do some shit like that. But she was like, I deadass didn't do that. That's mad weird that another visual manager from Syracuse would add you. That's some weirdo shit. I don't like that. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, well, if you would have answered the message, bitch, in the first motherfucking place, talking about mental health issues because I ain't answer your motherfucking phone calls. Y'all. That's why I'm not trying to be, oh my gosh. First of all, lately I have been, I thought not doing the scuttlebutt was going to be an issue, and it's clearly not. Lately, I just be like, what does it all really mean? Do I really need friends sometimes? I'm like, because I be thinking about old shit, but I don't like getting mad about old shit. But that's just an example of how, like, people really be trying to throw mental health issues on you. Like, I think everybody has mental health issues, but I just feel like in some cases, people need to chill the fuck out. Like for you, because I didn't answer your phone call to label me with mental health issues? You know how fucking narcissistic or entitled you have to be to say something like that? Y'all. Moving the fuck on, bitch, before I get an attitude. Anyway, but we're going to do that topic very far from now. I need to write that shit down. What was it? Are you really depressed? That's problematic though, because depression is not a fucking joke. And that's the reason why I think I never spoke about that. So I got to make sure I play my cards right. I think I did talk about that. No, I talked about therapy. Yeah, that topic I have to play my cards right. So you guys won't hear that topic from me for a long time. But anyway, pick-me's. How to know if you're one. That's what we're talking about today, is pick-me's. So let me talk about pick-me's. The funny thing about pick-me, I remember I kept hearing people saying that, like, oh, she's a pick-me. And I'm like, what the fuck is a pick-me? Like, this was like maybe last year. Like, I kept hearing this term pick-me. So I thought pick-me was like, I didn't even know. I literally couldn't grasp what the fuck that shit meant. Like, what the fuck is a pick-me? Or whatever. But, listen. But now, when I was doing my research on the topic, everybody's saying that pick-me stemmed from TikTok. And I don't agree with that. I think maybe they made it funny because, you know, they make videos. But most articles that I was looking at for pick-me's kept bringing up TikTok. TikTok's pick-me girl. Oh, you know why? Because you know how, like, on TikTok, like, you kind of, like, make videos and you kind of want people's attention. So some people probably make TikToks that's very, like, I want the guy's attention, so maybe that's why they're saying that. But it was a lot of that on there. But let me give y'all the definition of a pick-me girl and or boy. It says, well, let's do girl, because this one is very more girl. It says, a girl who goes out of their way to impress boys and make them seem like they're not like other girls, which is bad fucking, like, who came up with this shit? And of like a simp, but for girls, otherwise known as internalized misogyny. Ooh, not the easiest to explain. And mind y'all, this is on Urban Dictionary. It's given very much Webster. Okay? Not the easiest to explain, but when you see one, you'll know she's one for sure. Usually does this to be accepted by boys and be considered one of the good ones. If you say one of these things, congratulations, nobody likes you. Okay? This is what they say if you say one of these things. Example 1. Normal girl, I don't skate. Pick me girl, yeah, I skate. I'm not like other girls, I'm unique. Oh, stop. Boys always go for the basic girls, unlike me. Not that. Stop. Okay, also pick me girl, can't even ollie. Okay, whatever. That's white. Example 2, boy, girls are dramatic. Pick me girl. I know, right? I only hang out with guys because I can't handle girls' drama. Example 3, literally nobody. Yo, pick me girls. Okay, so first of all, I feel like I hate. Okay, first of all, there's different type of pick me girls too, not just this example. Another example of pick me girls, ones I know growing up, you know, in the hood, bitch. When I grew up in Bed-Stuy. You feel me? Is like the girls. I also feel like these are pick-me girls too who over-sexualize themselves. I don't like that at all. And in that one, those type of pick-me girls make me uncomfortable. So when you're around a guy and they be like, they'll say something sexual, like, and they be so fucking good at that shit too. Like, it'll be weird. Like, they'll be like, ooh, I want to sit down on this chair. But it's given like very much they want to sit on dick. Like, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know those fucking pick me girls that'll be somewhere and you just be out. But they be so good with the shit. Like, the sexual pick me girls, like, I can't even give good examples, bitch. Like, they'll just be like, oh, where you from? Cause niggas that lit, like, we'll be in, let's say we're in Canarsie or something, right? Good example. They like, where you from? You can't be from Canarsie because niggas from Canarsie don't have pussy licking lips. Like, they be, you be like, bitch, what the fuck? They be like, your lips is too big to be from Canarsie. And it's like, what the fuck are you even talking about, bitch? Like, it be the weirdest shit. Those are the pick me girls. They just make me so fucking uncomfortable because I don't like feeling, especially with sexualization, is because when you get too sexual around men, I know that's a different topic, but when you get too sexual around them, they start getting too sexual. They feel like they could fuck, they feel like they could touch you, they feel like they could do all of this and all of that. So that's why I don't like when I'm around sexual pick-me girls, because it's given very much, they feel like they could rape us. That's why I'm just getting that type of energy, like, oh my god, bitch, we're gonna get raped. And I'm not saying that because somebody says something sexual that we should be raped. I'm not saying that, because that's why I said, let me tread lightly, bitch. I'm not saying that. A man should control himself, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't like it. I just don't like feeling sexualized, period. So that's what I think of when I think of pick-me girls. Have I experienced the example that they're giving in pick-me girls? Like, have I been a pick-me girl? I feel like I've done pick-me type shit when I was younger. Like, I'm not gonna even front on this fucking podcast today. Cause you know, if you like a guy or something, or you like a few guys, sometimes you be doing some pick-me ass shit. As an adult, I don't do shit like that. Especially too for me, and this could be especially too for me being dark skinned. I felt like at one point I feel like I had to be a pick-me, but at one point I feel like I didn't have to, because I just always felt like at one point I was just like, I can't explain, like, I don't want to be affiliated with these niggas. Like, I don't know, like, after a certain point in time, I just felt like I only could be me, bitch, because only a certain type of nigga like me. Like, you, because of, what's the word that they use? Bitch, how could I forget this word? It's preference, right? So I felt like if he like me, he like me. If he don't, he don't. Because some people like dark skin girls, some people don't. So I always never felt like, after a certain age, I never felt like I had to be a pick me girl. Because nigga, if you want me, you gonna pick me. Like, when you dark skinned, they gonna pick you if they want you. Period, motherfucking it in the black community. So I just never felt like after a certain age, I can't really think of what age, but it was no point in me being a pick me. Like, either you like me or you fucking don't, bitch. So pick me girls do kill me, because like, I haven't experienced one in a long time, honestly. Maybe because, you know, I hang around the same people, but just girls that be like, oh yeah, I like niggas who pay 2K. Like, what are you talking about? What are we talking about? Or like the ones that'll bring another girl down to lift themselves up. Like the pick me girls, like when you used to wear weave or makeup, and they be like, me, I don't wear weaves. Oh, your other friends got weave in your hair, you gonna say some shit like that in front of all the niggas? I don't wear weaves. My real natural hair is long. That's why I don't need to wear weaves. Like, I have naturally long fucking hair. Like, that's very much pick me. It's giving me pick me. Like, it was no need for you to say that shit. Or like, I don't do makeup. No, when two bitches in a group got on makeup. Did the nigga even ask about makeup? The niggas don't be even asking about makeup. They don't be asking nothing about hair. They never ask. They ain't bringing nothing about weed. They just want to bring you the fuck down. I don't do makeup. And it's just like, girl, what are we talking? Like, what? Oh my gosh. Now that I'm talking about this shit, I really don't like a pick me. The whole time before I made this video, I wrote it down. Because, you know, it's just a topic of discussion. And you know, I just was like, whatever, you know. But the more I talk about it, it gets me upset. And I feel like it's a very teenage thing. But people say they are very adult pick-me girls. It just gives me very high school, very middle school, like shit that used to go on in high school and middle school, like that age where like everybody's competing for the guy or whatever. And they just say fucking dumb shit to like be very much a pick-me. So, I don't know. Let's go. This topic is getting hot and heavy, bitch. So, you know, before most topics, what do we like to do? Expand our minds. Expand your mind, expand your mind, expand your mind. So, in a topic on The Daily Olivin, written by Hayden Tahavori, titled TikTok's Pick Me Girl Trend is just another example of toxic femininity. So I was like, let me pick this out because why is it an example of toxic femininity? So It says, how conditional is girls supporting girls? It is no secret that the social media platform TikTok is exceedingly popular. With that popularity comes a fast-moving cycle of trends. However, these trends are not always the most productive. What has currently taken TikTok's algorithm for a run is the use of Lil Uzi Vert's song Heavy Metal. Oh my god! So, see, I'm learning, bitch. This is why I don't like reading the articles, but hopefully on here. I might read it briefly. So this stems from Lil Uzi Vert's song Heavy Metal. I never heard it. With the verse, I got all these girls and they fighting all up and like, and they screaming out like, pick me, like, pick me, like, pick me, like, pick me, like. Yo, because I was wondering like, who the fuck came up with that? So it came from a Lil Uzi Vert song. So I have to listen to that. I don't know if you guys have heard it before, and I probably sung it wrong because I've never heard it. So it says, with that verse, TikTok uses caption their videos with stereotypical things that pick-me girls do. A pick-me girl is a female who seeks male validation by indirectly or directly insinuating that she is not like the other girls. Originally, this trend began to poke fun at and call out girls who do these things. While that was already somewhat problematic to begin with, it has evolved into an even more toxic trend that makes fun of girls who do anything that may result in male attention. So, let me see. This trend is riddled with internalized misogyny. And it's quite frankly embarrassing that as a generation we have not moved past the unproductive behavior of tearing other girls down for one's own entertainment. This trend is especially hypocritical considering the definition of a pick-me girl is women who tear down other women to make themselves appear more desirable to men. Okay, Hayden. Let me see any kind of picture because you can click the link. I want to see. A man wrote it. I mean, stop. Stop, Hayden. Okay. Let's take it all in. I feel like I get where he's coming from, but pick-me girls are girls who tear other women down and they need to be addressed. Now, is there a better way to probably address them? Maybe so. I mean, what do you want from me? Like, you know, like, I want to show y'all examples. I don't know if this is borderline, like, because I have soul one. I don't know, because I never do anything that's, like, really, copyright-ish. So it's scaring me. Okay, I'm not going to do it. You guys just have to look up the pick-me trend on, TikTok or Reels, wherever you go. But I don't feel like, I feel like it can be toxic femininity, but I don't, it's giving me borderline. It's giving very much borderline. You know why? Okay, I get it now. I just thought about it in like a split second, because maybe it wasn't something that men noticed. Maybe it wasn't something that men saw as a, well, I mean, even if Lil Uzi Vert brought up, I don't think he meant it in the way that we mean it. But I guess it is tearing other women down because maybe it's something that men didn't notice. But the thing is, I think it's something that's important to address though, because I do feel like when girls seek validation from men, it's obviously a deeper issue. And sometimes it's something that was never really discussed. Like, that topic is very, like I said, these are things that went on when I was in high school. So I'm, what, 29. I was in high school when I was 14 and middle school. So that's years ago. This type of behavior has been going on. It has never really been fully addressed. And this is the beautiful thing about social media, is that we put things to the forefront that have never really been addressed, you know? So I look at it that way. Like, I feel like it's good that it was just brought to the table. Sometimes a pick-me girl could be very pick-me-ish without bringing another girl down. She's just always like, yeah, I like football. I like beer. Yeah. Like, but it's not really bringing me down if she like beer or whatever. But I feel like, too, it's important for pick-me's not to become trendy, because the thing with pick-me's is that I feel like nobody really likes that. People like when you are who you are, respectfully. And I feel like I'm older too, so I feel like it's just weird to want validation from a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's weird. Like, I don't feel like a guy really wants a girl to like everything they like. They shouldn't expect that from a woman. I mean, you could find one, this woman who loves sports and basketball and shit, but I mean, it's rare. Like, I don't know. So how would you know if you're a pick-me? I mean, bitch, it's pretty obvious. If you seek validation, are you in a relationship and your fucking man think you like shit you don't fucking like? You know what I'm saying? I do pick me type shit though. Is this pick me? Let me ask. It's just like when you first get in a relationship. Like, I saw that. I saw something like that. Like, when you first get in a relationship, you might do things that you're not going to do throughout the whole relationship. Like, yeah, you might do a little cleanup situation. You might buy them some fucking boxes, little socks, bitch. Like, I remember before I got with Femi completely, when I would spend the night at his room, he had work in the morning. I used to go to work in the evening if I had like a closing shift. I would clean the bedroom like really nice and neat or whatever. And he used to tell me he loved that, right? But then, because I was being, is that giving pick me? I was being very much a pick me. I was trying to show I could do housewife shit. But then when we got together and we was dating for mad long, sometimes I'd leave his house and I'd go straight to work. Like, I used to sleep in. And he was like, why you didn't clean my room? And I was like, what? What's going on now? I don't have to clean your fucking room. Like, and I'm gonna start saying, because he be saying shit like, oh, that was the honeymoon phase. Bitch, I was the honeymoon phase. So I would do stuff. And I guess it's sometimes, so let's get into that. When is it okay to be the pick-me? Is it ever okay? Like, I feel like sometimes it's okay to be a pick-me. I do. Because some people might be like, you're being a liar. You're portraying yourself as something you're not. I am a clean person. Okay? I'm now a clean person through the grace of God. Okay? But, you know, I'm not finna be doing wife shit as a girlfriend. That's when we was boyfriend and girlfriend. So I just did that in the beginning, you know, because I was feeling him, and then I switched up a little bit, and I told him straight up, if you want the ring, you gotta say, like, I don't clean my boyfriend's room, I clean my husband's room. I clean our room, husband and wife shit. Okay, you gotta give me a ring for that. You want me to cook? Am I your wife? All right. So yeah, some stuff you could just reel them in, trap them. You giving them a sample piece of what would happen if they gave you a ring. Duh. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta do a little pick me type shit. Like, pick me, pick me, pick me. I cook, I clean, I do laundry. What else? I don't know. I can't think of too much. But I'm laughing because I'm thinking of some stuff, but I'm just not gonna say it. But yeah, I do different shit. Like, I could show you. I'm giving you a sample piece. I'm giving you a sampler. Bang bang bang. Now we've been dating for a minute. Did you like the sample? Did you like it? You want to keep it? You love it? Well, there's some requirements for that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do some pick me shit in the beginning, but give it as a sample. People get samples, you know. Sometimes when people, they want to buy something for their house, they get a sample of the color first to see if it's gonna match, if it's gonna be a good fit. And if it's not gonna be a good fit, they throw that shit in the garbage and they go find something new. I'm giving you a sample. When you go to the motherfucking mall, you try the fucking Chinese food sample. You say this shit tastes type of good. I'm gonna go full Monty, bitch. Or you say, you know, it's good, but I don't really want this thing. I might get pizza. So yeah, I might do some pick me type shit to reel your motherfucking stupid ass in, and then switch the fuck up. And I know some people think that's problematic or whatever, but look. Niggas be being pick me niggas. Oh, let's talk about pick me boys, because they have a topic on that. Pick me guys. Pick me guys. The pick me guys. The pick me guys was giving me very much, and it's fucked up. I think because we like view It was just giving me like an overly emotional boy. Like, all right, so let me do pick me boy. So pick me boy is a guy who uses self-depreciation in a manipulative way so a girl will date him. Oh my gosh. They will say bad things about themselves, but you see how they do that? They say bad things about themselves instead of other men, because men aren't like that. They can't. They if they bring down another man and make them feel like they a bitch or something, they will say bad things about themselves to try to get the girl to oppose what they've said. So, pick me guy. These are examples. Hey, girl. Hi, pick me guy. You're so pretty. You probably won't like me though. I'm so ugly. Like, I can't. Girl, no, you're not ugly. I'm sure someone likes you. Please stop. Pick me boy. Really? Do you think I'm cute? Girl, I don't really know you, but I'm sure you're really sweet. Pick me boy. I knew it. You hate me. It's okay. You can leave. I'm used to it. Please stop. Girl, quiet. Pick me boy. You left me on red. Girl, quiet. Pick me boy. Showering without you. Girl, quiet. Pick me boy. You left me in red again. Stop. All right. So pick me boys, I don't like boys like that. So I like a pick me boy is very much troublesome. I'm pretty sure it's girls who like that shit though. But it's giving very much insecurity. Like, I don't like nobody who be like, you would never date me, I'm ugly. Like, don't say that. Like, I don't like that shit. Like, ugh. Like, don't even dare. Like, don't you fucking dare. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you dare. It's giving very much. But I've definitely experienced those type of guys. You be like, no, you mad cute. Like, that ass, like. Or like, oh, you taking a shower, you showering without me? Like, like, I like that. That's not giving me pick me. That's giving me like, you want to smash? But, I mean, this is my thing with the pick me's. Pick me people are clearly insecure people. They need validation. It's clear as day. And I think ultimately what we need to know and what we need to learn is that you being yourself is always the winner, period. Like, you don't need validation from nobody. You don't need to try to portray yourself as something you're not. You don't need to do none of that bullshit that motherfuckers be doing. You don't. Just be yourself. Like, that's what people like. Like, all that, oh, I like sports, I like kicking balls, I like basketball. Like, I like basketball a little bit, but am I like a basketball nut? Can I name mad basketball? I'm not doing that shit. I'm not studying basketball for you, my nigga. Like, my man, he likes soccer. I learned a little bit. Sometimes I watch with him, but like, am I gonna act like I'm a soccer fanatic? I'm not doing that. Oh, when we started dating, I be doing some pick me shit. I remember I was dating, he was Guyanese. So I started listening to soca a lot. Y'all gonna fucking leave me the fuck alone, bitch. No, I be doing some pick me ass shit. Dead ass. No, dead ass. I'm here. I'm open. I'm alive. Yeah, I remember saying some guy needs to do it, and I started listening to mad soca. But I naturally like soca. As a Jamaican person, I like soca because I know some Jamaicans who don't really like soca. Like, they just think it's too much instruments. The only soca they like is Carnival and everybody take a jump, jump. Those are the only soca songs they like. Those are like the universal soca songs. But I genuinely fuck with soca though. Like, I ain't gonna front. He put me back onto soca. Like, but the thing with me was, as soon as I got with him, as soon as I started talking to this nigga, I just started listening to soca. Like, I found a soca playlist on fucking Spotify, and I'm like, yes, I'm Guyanese, I'm Trini, bitch, I eat doubles. Like, it was giving me very much that. Like, I just went full Monty. Like, even when I started dating Femi, like, I just went full Monty, like full African, like full Nigerian bitch, like, period, per. But I don't know, because I fucked with Afrobeats. Funny enough, around the time when I got with Femi, Afrobeats was at its peak. That's when, like, If came out. If I die, you say I love you. Oh. And Fall. How Fall go again? I forgot how Fall go. And then Burna Boy got high. yeah. Like when I got with him, Afrobeats just got hot. So I guess, but I do get like that. Like if I'm dating somebody of a certain culture and stuff, I start getting very invested, and then I'll come and present my educational status on it. But I feel like I never really went off the spectrum. Like maybe I'm not like that, because I feel like, let's say I was to date a Puerto Rican person or something, I'm not about to finna try to learn Spanish. I feel like actually I was just doing stuff I kind of like, but just excelling on it, because I'm about to date somebody Hispanic and I never like wanted to listen to reggaeton or something. Like, so maybe it's not pick me, it's just like an elevated version of me with a little pick me spice, you know? Because I always like soca, but he like dating a guy in this person put me back on to how much I love soca though. Like that year was like, even after we stopped talking, because that dating situation lasted like 3 months, if that, or whatever, and I just continued to listen to it. So it was just like, yo. And I still listen to soca. It's like, I love soca. And it's this new song called Tingo. And let me show you how to tingo. Oh, 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 oh. And let me show you how to tingo. Oh, oh. And let me show you how to tingo. Oh, oh. Yeah, I love me some soca, period. That's why I want to go to Carnival. And remember last week, I was talking about Labor Day. Oh my gosh. But this episode is very short. It was giving very much pick-me vibes. I told you about my experience with being a pick-me. And if you a pick-me, stop that shit. That insecurity shit is not fucking cute, my guy. Be yourself. Be yourself always, period. Number one, number uno. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was short. I'm sorry. And yeah, follow me on Instagram _Instagram. Make sure you subscribe. If you're streaming, make sure you leave a comment and 5 stars, and make sure you tell somebody. And yeah, I will see you guys when next week. Bye.